Hello everyone, I'm back, and I'm back to make some new content for you guys. I haven't actually spoken to you for a while, and it seems like today would be a great time. Halloween, isn't it? Well, I guess the day before for most of you guys, since I'm in Australia, and hours and everything. But yeah, couple of things to catch up on. Sorry I've been making content. I've been pretty busy lately, but now I have a lot more time to make content. And I'm going to be making a lot more content with my friends. Now you will see my Minecraft Let's Play, and we will be doing some other stuff. I've talked to them about it, I've communicated some other stuff. So yeah, this episode is actually going to be featuring one of the people that I've been watching for a while. You've probably seen me on some of my previous channels that have now been shut down. Talk about him here, z7one, or whatever you like to call him, z7, whatever. And yeah, he will be talking about two of the maps that will be featured in this video, which I'll go on about and explain. And yeah, this has been a pretty long collaboration, so I have been working on this for a bit. It has gone a bit sideways a couple times, but hey, that's good enough. And I think that I can still bring the best content. And yeah, just before the video starts, I just want to say, only about 1% of you guys are actually subbed. I know literally every single YouTuber says this, and it says this, what I'm about to say. Literally every single YouTuber says it. But honestly, it would make the world to me if you subbed. My channel is quite small, and every single like, even if it's sharing my channel to one friend who might subscribe, is amazing. And honestly, it makes my day. So please, please, please share around this video. And yeah, let's get into the video. Call of Duty Zombies is a series that I absolutely love, and in previous videos I've said this, but I really haven't honed in on the game, and after talking to Z7, we found that we've both played, or at least have both played the maps, from Call of Duty Zombies World at War. And, wow, I haven't thought of it when researching it. This is a very simple game. 4 maps, very little story, and it started off the saga, or it started off the series at least, of all these games that come after, which are absolutely amazing, even going up to Cold War, which kind of bends the story, but it's still there. You still see some of the aspects, and it's absolutely amazing to see that the small company, well, not necessarily small, but small kind of concept, side mode actually, came into something that's pretty big in some mainline mode. Z7 will probably explain the first map, and I'll explain the middle two, he'll then explain the last, so yeah.
So Nocturne Toten, I think it's the first one that they actually had for the game. This map, it starts you off in a room and you have to fight off zombies that are coming through the window when they pull off wooden planks, and you can rebuild them for money like you can like in any of the normal maps. To get out, I believe there's a door, or you can move debris out to go up the stairs. There you can go, it's a pretty big map, so you have like a lot of room to kind of run around in. I like it because it's pretty big and there's a lot of room for different strats you can use, like even as one player or two. I think it's kind of interesting because this map also does not have any perks in it. It just makes it more interesting, I think. I like the perks too, but I think it's kind of cool without it. I can't remember what the first gun you get is, but there's like 2 guns, I think, in the first room that you can get along with the starter pistol that you have. It's pretty basic. There's not too much that stands out for it to me. I think the other maps, such as Darius, are a little bit better. This one's just a little bit different. Like I said, I think it was their first one, so, you know, gotta start somewhere, right?
Verrückt is a map which basically means in German corrupt, crazy, insane, basically anything that means like absolutely ridiculous. And it really shows from the map. The map is very close quarters, and considering it's in an asylum, it's incredibly scary to play, let alone playing it with friends makes it a little bit better, but playing it by yourself, it's pretty ridiculous. Now there's many things here. There's no major Easter egg. They didn't exist, but there was many like song Easter eggs and other stuff. It was really creepy, and considering it's after Nocturne Toten, this really, really introduced the fundamentals to what Call of Duty Zombies is today. It introduced the perk machines, and it also introduced the power switch. Two slightly good things. The perk machine's good, the power switch, no. I didn't really like the power switch in any of the maps, so I tend to play the other ones without it. But they're pretty much in all of them. I just like the simple maps. But yeah, each person playing plays as one of the US Marines since all the Ultimus, Primus, all of them never existed. And yeah, it was pretty simple, actually. And playing it from the BO3 version, you can see that compared to the other maps, it's really good to just play and chill because you don't have to worry about all this complicated stuff. Considering that the map is tight, rounds, really, I don't get that high up in rounds, and I don't think a lot of people do on Verrucht, and I don't think a lot of people want to play Verrucht at that, for being one of the scariest maps. Shinonuma, the Swamp of Death. Now, this map is huge. It has 4 different sections with Coca-Cola machines on every single side, and honestly, including the zipline and, wow, an amazing loadout. I personally think this is one of the greatest maps. This map kind of made the entire structure zombies, and it basically has been the base that every other map has gone off of. Now, of course, BO took a different approach, and also a lot of the other maps after this took a different approach, but I think it's been the basis for what everything's built off of, and things are looked at, especially because it introduced us to our original crew. Nikolai, Tanker Dempsey, Takio, and Edward Richtofen. Yeah, so it introduced the Wonder Waffle, which basically electrocutes enemies. It's beyond amazing. And yeah, that's all it really introduced, other than the characters and of course some of the other smaller stuff, which you'll see in later maps as I talked about. Honestly, Shinonuma and Verrucht, which I both talked about, are pretty cool. And I think both of these maps did show the start of a good formula, but I think the next map, well, I'll just call it the Giant because I know it as that, has seriously taken all those elements, shoved them together to create one of the greatest maps.
So the Doris map in World at War takes place in Russia, and basically you're stranded with like 4 people, or up to 4 people at the most, and the goal is to survive as long as you can, and then there's 3 teleporter pads that you can activate, and once you activate the pads, you connect to the main teleporter pad, and then once you do that, you can teleport back to the main one from any other endpoint at any time you want, which makes can make for some interesting strats when you're playing the game. I think it's pretty interesting because it allows for some unique strats, especially when like you get to the higher levels. If you can get, this is one of the few maps you can get the Wunderwaffe in, which is a gun that has like an electrical charge to it and will destroy every zombie that's connected or close to it or whatever. So the map is pretty cool in my opinion. It has a lot of possibilities for like a lot of different strats. There's some places where you can kind of camp out like toward the very back, where there's also where a box can appear. You can get all the regular perks, which is Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and Quick Revive. So I think it makes for a very good map. I've had a lot of fun playing it, and I think that's it for that. I appreciate Electropunk let me do this. I appreciate it. And if you want to hear any more thoughts of mine for any other map or whatever, or just want to hang out, you can check me out at twitch.tv/z7one. Thanks.
Thank you guys for listening. That was honestly an amazing episode. I put quite a bit of effort into this actually. It's taken a couple weeks to get all the footage, get z7one in, get all the audio. It isn't his fault. Predominantly I've delayed this a bit, but yeah, I'm happy I got this out by Halloween. Happy Halloween to all you guys. I know it isn't the same, but it's close enough, ain't it? You still have all of this stuff, and yeah, I really hope you guys are staying well, not being sick, of course. That would be incredibly bad. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next episode. I don't know when that would be, but I'm trying my best to pump these out. And yeah, see you guys.